All right, folks. Welcome back to another edition. As always, the big man. How we doing, Big Rob?
Good. Inside though, warm.
The boys are inside.
Yep.
A little chilly out there. I think we mentioned it earlier. Probably could have pulled the garage off today, but just it wasn't worth it. Setting up the heater, all that. I'm much more comfortable inside. You look comfy as well.
Yep, nice and warm in here. Got the heat going. Feels good. I was outside a couple times today already, and I'm like, oh god, I can't sit in the garage for this one.
Yep. Would we get hit with two little spurts of snow there this past week? So
yeah,
officially, winter. I still think there's probably a little bit of snow on the ground still. But yeah, it's cold, Rob. It's here.
Well, it's cold when like Village Links by my house. I just drove by. Their flags are out. Like they usually leave them in. They're out. So not a car in the parking lot. So it's all indoors now.
I see that you have that whistle coat on. Are you sponsored by the whistle?
No, I love the whistle. I designed that. So
that's a big Southside thing, Rob. That's also on 95th Street.
I know. My boss's brother owns it.
Well, I'm just letting you know, when you come south of 95th Street, you got to let me know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know if you're a big whistle guy. Like Shane and Aaron, they're a huge whistle. Like I love their wing. I think they have the best wings around.
I've never had I've only been in there, I think maybe once or twice. It's a little.
Their garlic parmesan wings are the best wings you would ever have.
Really?
Yes.
A little too far west for me over here in
what?
It's a little.
First of all, because you got across Cicero.
Well, first of all, I don't do 95th Street.
Well, the parking does suck. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I haven't been on 95th Street in literally probably years.
Aren't you a Palermo's guy though?
Yeah, I've never. I get it delivered all the time.
I just like your little Oak Lawn pocket, huh? You don't like to go.
I like to stray, but there's some things I stay away from, and 95th Street is one of them.
So it's your house or 106 back and forth? Is that
I'll take alternative routes. I'll take 87th. I'll take 111th, obviously, because 103rd doesn't go through. 95th Street is brutal.
Yeah.
It is brutal.
It's all worth it for the food, though. Yeah.
Well, I also know he's got his hand in 106, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. I frequent, not frequent, but maybe like a couple years ago, we used to hit up 106 probably once a week.
Yeah.
So good spot. Good popcorn in there.
They have popcorn in there? I didn't know that. That's a huge thing for me. Like that's why, like up in Wisconsin, some of those bars they got the popcorn maker going. I think it's great.
Oh, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you get the customers a little bit extra, more thirsty. Salty popcorn, pretzels. Let's talk some golf, Rob. Did you catch any of the Houston Open?
Watched a little bit of that on Saturday. Caught some of it on Sunday. Awesome Finau won again. I love it. I think he's just, he even said, but it's awesome to see all the hard work he's been put in. All those, like, what was it, 2-3 years ago where he had all those second place finishes. So it's good to see. Good guy.
Yeah.
I think he had a bad front nine though, right? Had a couple bogeys. Would he come in at 38 or something like that?
Yeah. The guy's on fire, Rob. I mean, he's 3 wins in his last 7 starts.
Mm-hmm.
Some will say, including your boys from No Laying Up, that he's been winning because they're weak fields. Have you seen this?
I did not.
Yeah, Tron.
Oh, Tron's in it?
Oh, yeah. Tron got in it. Yeah, he got in it with, I think, Solly and somebody else, but basically saying that he wants to see Tony win, with a stacked field. And then Max Homa inserted himself and said, let me know how that field at the FedEx Cup playoff was a weak field.
Right.
Yeah. So,
I mean, he's like not just winning by like 1 stroke though. He's playing fucking good golf, man.
Playing ridiculous golf.
Yeah.
I think he's here to stay. I hope he has a lot more wins, especially in big major events. And, I hope he kind of like lingers around the top 5 for like the next 7 years.
I mean, I got to think with each one, obviously there's more and more confidence, right? So it's just like, I
Yeah,
think you're right,
every part of his game is solid. I mean, he's so long off the tee. He's got really good short game for a big guy. Iron play is ridiculous, but the Houston Open itself, I didn't catch much of it. I caught the final day. That was about it. It seems like when we're not in season, Rob, like golf, it's just kind of not like on the mind. It's always on the mind, but in terms of tuning in and watching the tournaments, Saturday, Sunday are kind of the days that I'll sit down and watch it. But nonetheless, golf's on. It's always great. We have a lot of golf news, by the way, Rob.
Mhm.
What do you think about our guy, Tiger, playing in 3 events in December?
I'm surprised you still haven't or texted me about Charlie last week and all that shit with the tournament that he was in caddying and all the pictures on Twitter and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I save those for myself late at night, when I'm in bed, just thinking about Charlie. No, it was awesome. Speaking of, did you see that one picture? It was like dusk.
Yeah, that's what. I thought for sure you were going to send that to me, like in a text, be like, "Hey, check this out." I mean, that was pretty cool.
Very cool. What are your thoughts on him coming back for not only just one tournament but 3 tournaments?
I think it's cool. Again, I'm not the biggest fan, but it's awesome to see where he's coming back from. I think it's always good for golf, especially what's going on with it right now. So, but it'd be interesting to see how the leg holds up. I thought, who was talking about it? Was it someone from Foreplay? Maybe about, him not going to play the U.S. Open, thinking about not playing the U.S. Open. That'd be like the tournament he doesn't play because he doesn't, it doesn't really fit him now. But I don't know. Yeah, it's exciting to see that he's going to play 3 events.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you got the match, December 10th or 11th?
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I am excited about that.
I'm excited about it because of who's playing in it.
Sure. Well, because it's tailored to us now. It's not just NFL players. It's not celebrities. It's like literally who we want to watch golf.
Right. Which, as it should be.
Right.
And then the PNC and then the Hero.
Yeah.
For him to commit to 3 tournaments, you'd have to think that, his leg has made a drastic comeback and is in super good condition for him to commit to 3 tournaments.
Sure. Yeah.
So
yeah, just thinking about, what I think it's December 10th, right? I think, is it? Yeah. I think, that's just going to be fun to watch. It's going to be good golf, but yet, I think it's going to be a lot of going back and forth shit talking. So I'm really fired up about that one.
Yeah. That should be a good one. In other news, what about Rory? Your boy Roar's taking more shots at Greg Norman. Where's that going?
I was dying laughing at that.
I don't get it, to be honest. I don't get why he still does it.
Because I don't know. You had the shotgun started talking about maybe the PGA feels like they don't have the upper hand right now, and they are trying to figure out how to make this work between the two. I don't know. They both talk shit to each other. I mean, they both make remarks. It's not like it's just Norman saying it. I mean, so it just
right. It
is funny to me that his comments were get out of here. We need adults to talk in a room type deal thing was just like I'm like okay,
right?
Because what's going to happen? Like, what if they do get in a room and talk? What's the end game here? What do you think could be the result?
Well, I think that ship sailed. I think if they would have sat down and talked months ago, I think it could have worked out. But I think I think Greg specifically has kind of spoiled that. And to your point, rumor is that he might be on his way out. I've heard rumors of, I think, Mark King, who's a TaylorMade.
It used to be, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how true that is. But yeah,
they're saying that they would put Norman in like the front office. He'd be taking away that role, and so
right. Well, I think it's probably a good move at this point. I mean, he's kind of, being the poster boy of Live Golf, is not really working out for him.
What'd you think about Monday Q tweeting about the Monday Qs for said live events?
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, so they're talking about bringing in Monday Qs for live events.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they reach out to Ryan, or is he just?
I think he just tweeted that he had a source that was talking about it.
That would be awesome.
Could you imagine that? But how would I think you also brought up, like, how would that affect if you try to go Monday Q for a live event? Are you automatically, could you not try to Monday Q for a PGA Tour event now type deal thing? So there's a lot to be worked out.
Talking about player wise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that. But I thought you were talking about Ryan wise. I was going to say the PGA.
Oh, no.
Told them to get fucking lost anyway, so he might as well.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that. I'll have to jump on Twitter and check that out. And then, contrary to Rory's belief on everything that's going on, then you got Jon Rahm.
Yeah, that was good too.
Rambo's fucking pissed.
Oh yeah,
he thinks the OWGR is laughable.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with him, to be honest. I mean, how are you gonna allow a tournament with 0 top 20, top 25 players in it to earn more points than a tournament that has 3 times the guys? And that's really the only thing that equates to earning more points, is because there's more guys playing in the tournament. Well, the field's weak, so I'm 100% with Rahm. Rory's kind of on the other side of that, but again, like Rahm, it seems like nobody's on the same page. Like everybody, and granted, sure, players could have different views, but like the way that Rory talks about it is like everybody signed this petition and everybody's on board, but then you got guys like Jon Rahm who are just like, no, this is a joke.
Right.
So yeah, Rambo's always been pretty fierce and, pretty blunt, but yeah, I mean, to say it's laughable 3 times in a row it was pretty staggering.
Yeah. And then, not to bring it back to live, but then they were talking about, how does that work? If they do get those points, but their fields are so small, their points are going to be basically nothing. Right.
And then Rahm was like, well, if he said they definitely shouldn't earn 100% of the points. He thought maybe 75% of the points, which again, I kind of agree with. Something along the lines, of, a percentage based on the field, I think would make sense. But obviously that's got to go through, the board and whatnot. So who knows? But it almost seems like Rahm wants live golf to work, which is also suspect.
Yeah. I think they're just sick of the back and forth, the fighting,
True. Speaking of more fighting, did you see what's going on with Pat Perez and Phil?
I was just going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what do you think it was?
So you know what the rumor is?
I've seen so much on Twitter. I've tried to find articles, but obviously it's probably about the swinging thing. But
I've heard, so the 2 rumors I've heard, one being that one, that Phil, as well as Pat Perez and their wives, are swingers, and Phil told Pat Perez that he wouldn't touch his wife with Tiger's dick. That was one of the rumors I heard.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. So that was one of the rumors I heard. And then the other rumor I heard is that Phil sent Pat Perez's wife a dick pic.
I saw that one. That was funny.
Yeah. So it has to be something serious, because I've listened to 2 pods now where Pat Perez has been on since. The son of Butch and I forget the other one, but yeah, Pat Perez is like very keen on, he's done talking about it. But then these guys mentioned, like, you're going to see Phil at some point again, because you're playing on Live Tour all together. So like, and they've known each other for a while, but Pat's even said, like, this has been ongoing for years, and like, he'll never, let it go. So it has to be something pretty serious.
Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I was like, I kept on looking through the comments to see if there's actually someone actually had like a reliable source, but it was just like, I was laughing at some of the comments. It was golf Twitter was at its best on that one for sure.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Shackelford is the one who, I don't know if you saw his tweet, but he was the one who tweeted the emoji of like the hand with the phone and then the eggplant. And I'm like, no way. So then I jumped.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. No.
Yeah. But who knows? The whole thing with journalism these days, that to get clicks. We saw that with kind of Alan Shipnuck and now Jeff Shackelford. I'm sure all of these guys are just waiting for something like that to unfold. So that, they can get a ton of clicks. But we're going to jump right into part 4 today, Rob, of new in 2023.
Yeah.
That?
No, I think one of these is going to be pretty. It's going to make a lot of guys happy and make it easier for everybody and us. So I'm excited about that.
Right. So Rob and I met with LBK. What was that? 2 weeks ago, Rob? About 2 weeks ago, roughly.
Yeah.
We let them know about some changes that we would like to see. They said, sure, no problem. Those changes are, so now when you're on LBK, you're going to be able to click on another player's profile and see their World Handicap System revision as well as their handicap. That way you could see, because before, the way they had it broke down is that you could only click on a player's profile in the overall standings and see how many points they earn in set event. Now you'll be able to pull it up, see what they fired in all of the CGT events, as well as their current handicap and a revision of said handicap. So that's going to be awesome. And then next is the tester tracker, and I think that's probably the one you're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. So we're working on that with them, but essentially we're trying to figure out a way to where you guys no longer have to email us and ask who's attested for you, or for us to put out a list. Now it will be available via either your LBK or your CGT. We haven't figured that out yet, but it is coming, so you'll be able to see and track who's attested for your rounds throughout the year.
Yep. No, I think, like I said, I think that's a big one, because I know we've had quite a few guys ask, who they had attesting, and now it's easier just to keep track on your own, and everybody else could see it. So, we'll police each other, right? So it'll be good.
Right. And then the next one is minor, but it's a change. And we are making changes to handicap indexes for flights. So previously, Rob, A flight was 0 through 6, B flight was 6-1 through 9, C flight was 9-1 through 14, and D flight was 14-1 through 18. The new flights are A flight is 0 through 5, B flight 5-1 through 10, C flight 10-1 through 14, and D flight 14-1 through 18. Like I said, very minor. So that should help things, kind of even out. Obviously, the A flight and the B flight will always be the smallest. That's just how handicaps work. C and D will always be your biggest, but it should equal things out in terms of flights.
Yep.
So those are the changes that we have for part 4. It is only going to be a 5-part series, Rob. We're going to conclude everything next episode. Other than that, Rob, we're going to jump right into the top 3. Are you ready?
Good. I need to give a shout out to Kyle Shinnick, big listener. He was I was laughing because I picked up the kids, and my mom was telling me Aaron and Shane were at a Friendsgiving, and Kyle was at the Friendsgiving too, and he's a big listener. He loves us. So shout out to Kyle.
Shout out Kyle.
Southside tour player.
This is correct.
Yep. So
let's hear your top 3, Rob.
My top 3. All right. So I'm sure we did it last year, but new listeners, and it's that time of the year. What are the top 3 things you're looking forward to for Thanksgiving next week?
Things in general, or are we talking food here?
What you like most about Thanksgiving? Top 3 things you're looking forward to. It could be food, could be whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you do.
Yeah. So 3-hole would probably be just lounging, watching NFL. Watching the NFL games. Number 2.
You guys get dressed up, or are you a sweatpants guy?
Not sweatpants. Next closest thing, corduroys. Our corduroys over there.
I forgot about the corduroys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with the elastic waist.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Like a elastic waist or something.
I said, oh yeah, they're stretchy.
Oh
yeah. Corduroys I'm telling you, man, corduroys. I might send you a pair of corduroys for Christmas this year. Yeah, big corduroy guy for the holidays. Number 2 would just be probably, hanging out with the nieces and nephews, the family, seeing the kids play together. And then number 1, easy, the food. Big stuffing guy, big ham guy. I think turkey stinks. Big mashed potato guy.
Yep.
And Rob, we've talked about this before. So
I don't remember you saying you're not a big turkey guy.
Nah, turkey stinks. We talked about this last year, and I heard a skit on it, and it makes total sense. And I'll example. Rob, when's the last time you had turkey? A turkey breast like that you'll have for Thanksgiving. When's the last time you had it? Exactly.
Yes, you got me. Like last Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Have you ever gone out to eat and ordered a turkey breast?
Boston Market.
But okay, when's the last time you had that? See what I'm getting at here?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. I got you. I
get it. People love it because it's like nostalgic. But if we're gonna be honest here, turkey stinks. I mean, ham is the go-to. Nothing like
ham is good. Yeah, no, nothing like a good ham. Oh, ham off the bone.
Exactly. But yeah, how about you?
Yeah. I'm a big sweatpants guy, so I'm gonna have to go. I can't wait to be in comfy clothes watching football as my 3-hole.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll invest in some corduroys if I know other people are gonna be there for more, so I don't look like a bomb. 2 would be I don't know, the food, the first round of food, right? Meal 1. Just all that, but my favorite thing at Thanksgiving is number 1 would be the Thanksgiving Day sandwich at 9-10 o'clock at night.
The same day or the next day?
Same day.
Same day. So this is like round 3.
Yeah, it's probably round 3, round 4. Just finish it off with a nice Thanksgiving Day sandwich.
Let us know what is on your sandwich.
Thanksgiving Day sandwich. It depends on what side we're on. Like if we're on my side, or Katie's side's pretty good with it too. But you get some white bread, right? Stuffing, mashed potatoes, dark meat, turkey, and I'm not a gravy guy. So sometimes maybe cheese. Huh?
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere with. I thought you were going to say cranberry sauce. That's another thing.
Oh no, I can't stand. They can't be anywhere near my plate.
No,
not good. No.
You use mayo or anything?
No.
On that?
Yeah, mayo.
Really?
Almonds, and just squish it down and go to town.
Okay, I like the sandwich. I'm on board with it.
It's a good sandwich. I sometimes I try not to eat too much so I can have one the next day.
Can I throw a suggestion out there?
Sure. Trust tree. Go for it.
Instead of using white bread, what if we use crescent rolls?
Like make a big crescent roll or a little?
Yeah. Like what if we took 2 crescent rolls as the bottom and 2 as the top, or maybe a biscuit? Something.
Yeah. No. I'm not. Hey, you give me a buttery biscuit, I'm in.
Oh yeah. Because that's one of my favorite. Besides the sides, I think the dipping of the crescent roll into the gravy. That's a top with a little bit of mashed potato. That's a top 3 moment at Thanksgiving.
Okay. All right. I'll try the first one with crescent rolls, and then we'll see how it goes this year. I think Vince called it out. I think I actually have to videotape me making it, right? He tweeted it.
Potentially. That would be great. We get a Thanksgiving Day sandwich review.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay. Until next time, Rob, as I mentioned, next episode will conclude the 5-part series of New in 2023. So stay tuned. Obviously, the last 4 episodes have been doing great on YouTube. Make sure anybody who's interested, send them to our website, send them to our YouTube channel, subscribe, stay up to date, all news and updates regarding 2023, Rob. And
don't forget about the Birdies League.
Yes, as well as the hoodies. The hoodies are still on sale, by the way, on our website.
Yep.
So last minute shoppers, we do have a ton of mediums we're looking to get rid of. So perfect for kids, wives. So jump on board with that. Potentially, maybe a buy one, get one free coming soon with those. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, Rob, we'll see you in the fairway.
See you in the fairway, Tom.
Yeah, buddy.